I think that you could very easily argue that the only location in all of Star Wars more iconic than the Jedi Temple is the Death Star. Now, whether it truly is the second most iconic location is certainly a topic that can be left up for debate, but the point is, the Jedi Temple matters a lot. And that is why it is truly remarkable that there has never been an official LEGO Jedi Temple. And yes, I know that this one exists, but it doesn't count, okay? It can't count, for the sake of my sanity. However, in what seems to be an era of prequel revitalization, it doesn't just seem likely, it seems inevitable that a Jedi Temple is bound to happen soon. The only question is, what exactly would a LEGO Jedi Temple look like? What kinds of minifigures would it come with? How would it be built stylistically? And when could we expect it? Well, I always enjoy a little bit of speculation. Let's speculate a little bit here. Now, although nothing in this video is based off of anything concrete, it is still educated speculation, and I have a pretty good track record when it comes to educated speculation. Unless, of course, that speculative video ends up doing very well in the YouTube algorithm, and then the universe just kind of likes to prove me wrong. So yeah, take that whatever way you want. So while the universe is busy figuring out whether it wants to make fun of me or not, let's go ahead and get on with the first section of the video. What might a Jedi Temple look like? Now, I imagine that a lot of people automatically envision a smaller, diorama-sized Jedi Temple when they think about this question. And while that certainly could be the case, I personally am of the opinion that a playscale or even a Master Builder Series Jedi Temple is far more likely. Now, a couple of years ago, I absolutely would have been all in on a large $500+ Master Builder Series Jedi Temple being the first thing that we see. However, the longer we go without a Master Builder Series set from LEGO, the less inclined I am to say that that is a likely option. I would say that as LEGO continues to warm up to Order 66 and Order 66 adjacent sets, that a large Master Builder Series Jedi Temple would be a fantastic way to revitalize the subline for the 25th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith. However, as I'm sure that many of you are aware, there are currently rumors of a $1,000 Death Star set for 2025 instead, so that theory just kind of goes out the window. Unless, of course, the Death Star rumor turns out to be wrong, and then I can have a chance to be right again. But why would I ever expect that to happen? But yeah, right now, I think that something more along the lines of the Yavin 4 playset from 2023 is the more likely scenario. And as much as it pains me to say it, I think that if we're being honest with ourselves, a backless Jedi Temple is a lot more likely than a 360-degree Jedi Temple. On the bright side, that means that the Jedi Temple could have a much larger silhouette for the same price, but I think that 99% of fans would prefer a 360-degree Jedi Temple to just something that's a little bit taller. In terms of minifigures, however, I have a hard time believing that we would be disappointed by a minifigure lineup here. If we look at the Yavin 4 Rebel base for a past precedent, I think that it's almost a guarantee that a Jedi Temple would have a pretty sizable minifigure lineup. I don't think that a playset Jedi Temple would quite hit 12, but 9 or 10 definitely seems very much within the realm of possibility. As far as the minifigures themselves go, I think that Yoda, Mace Windu, Anakin, and Obi-Wan are all 100% locks. There's just no way that they could do a temple without them. I think that Ki-Adi-Mundi is also pretty much a lock, and if a temple really is just around the corner, then so is Plo Koon, because well, there is the Plo Koon's microfighter rumor, and we all know that LEGO loves to reuse head molds. And for the same reason that Plo Koon would be likely, I think that Kit Fisto is not. The last time we saw a Kit Fisto head mold was 2012, and I personally have a hard time seeing them bring back that mold or redesigning that mold for just a playset. If it's Master Builder Series, then yeah, they definitely would, but not for a playset. However, I do think that we could see the introduction of Jedi Temple Guards in a playset. In a playset, I imagine they throw in 2. If they do Master Builder series, I could see them doing 4. That brings the total up to 8 minifigures, and if they wanted to do 9 or 10, I think that they would just throw in a couple of random clone troopers to fill out those last few slots. And in terms of a playset, I really don't see them going much more beyond this. I mean, 10 minifigures isn't all that much, but I think it's at least realistic. If they did go with a Master Builder series, though, they would absolutely be pulling characters from several different movies, as we see them do with the Death Star sets. At that point, Qui-Gon is pretty much a lock, and I could also see them doing a younger Anakin, and potentially even an Ahsoka. Of course, a Master Builder series Jedi Temple would have to include the library in some fashion, which would mean that it has to include Jocasta Nu. Then, of course, we'd be seeing a handful of other notable named Jedi who aren't necessarily fan favorites, but they're not obscure. That is, of course, just as far as a Master Builder series set is concerned, however, and like I said earlier, I think that a Playscale minifigure lineup would be far more likely than Master Builder series, 10 minifigures maximum, and a lot of those minifigures would be characters that most people probably already own. So that covers the minifigures and the build, but what kind of a time scale might we be looking at? I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that we're definitely gonna see one before 2030, probably before 2028. I just have such a hard time seeing another 5 years go by without them making a Jedi Temple. As far as what year specifically that will be, well, that's anybody's best guess. I will say, however, that if the $1,000 Death Star rumor turns out to be false, which sometimes rumors do that, that's why they're called rumors, they don't always pan out, then I wouldn't be at all surprised if a large MBS Jedi Temple came in and took over the big price slot for 2025. And like I said, this is all just speculation. Educated speculation, but still just speculation. There is a chance that the universe will see it fit to continue to make sure that all of my most popular speculation videos turn out to be just hot garbage, and all of my least popular speculation videos prove to be dead on. So I guess that if you're watching this video and it has like 15 or 20 views on it, then you can take everything that I said in here as complete prophecy. But if it has much more than like 10,000 views, then you can probably just go ahead and completely ignore it. Well, anyways, that's all I got for you today. If you want to make a complete stranger on the internet feel better about himself, then you can go ahead and click on one of these end screen videos now. It's completely free, and so is subscribing. However, leaving a like down below on this video is about $40,000, so that is the one thing that isn't free, so sorry about that.